Hello, my friends. Today is a beautiful sunny weather. I think I hear the birds behind me. I hope everyone is well. So, today we're going to talk about this book. We're going to start with chapter 8, and then we're going to tell you a little bit, share with you our own thoughts. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have already done so, thank you so much. It helps out with the algorithm. And also, if you feel it's very useful, please share this content with other people so that they get inspired as well. All right. So let's start with it. Chapter 8. I'll read from this beautiful book again, and then let's interpret it according to whatever you also believe it is correct. But it's never correct or right or wrong. Highest good is like water, because water excels in benefiting the myriad creatures without contending with them, and settles where none would like to be. It comes close to the way. In a home, it is the sight that matters, and in quality of mind, it is depth that matters. In an ally, it is benevolence that matters. In speech, it is good faith that matters. In government, it is order that matters. In affairs, it is ability that matters. In action, it is timeliness that matters. It is because it does not contend that it is never at fault. Wow, this is amazing, right? Okay, so chapter 8 basically is quite broadened, and it does have some perspective that you can use. So what I mean is about, I think Dr. Wayne Dyer in his book, I highly recommend as well. He says in his book, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, is basically the living in the flow. So most of us never really thought about water being the essence that can be done so many things for us. In my previous videos, you can check it out. I explain a lot of the stuff about water itself, and this book also really loves it. Is amazing because it really tells you about why is the highest good is like water. So he explains here all of it, and basically you can say sometimes people, let's say with the first one that he says, in a home, it is the site that matters. Most of the people, when they get rich, they think they can buy a bigger house, and then of course you can do that. But with a bigger house comes bigger responsibility, because then you have a lot of furniture, then you have a lot of those things that goes fit with the furnitures. And then you have maintenance also. People has to clean it, and you have to hire people also, and then etc. etc. And with a bigger house, also what the problem is, then sometimes the family are split around. Instead, when you have a small house, then sometimes you can put all the family together and eat together, instead of having a big house with 10 bedrooms, 20 staff, etc., to handle everything on a daily basis. It's quite a lot of hassle. And even the richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, he was the richest man in the world, but he's still on this day 2025 in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. And he also has a super small house where he lives more than 30 or if not 50 years now. So, and he also explained the same thing, that why do I need 10 bedrooms? I only need one. And etc. If some people say, yeah, but I need a lot of bedrooms for the guests, and he said also, once in a while the guests come, I just rent them a hotel room. It's easier than having to always maintain all the bedrooms that are empty. I agree with that. So that's why I also believe in the sense of, some people say they have a big house, but then it's a difference between a house and a home. Absolutely, it's a world apart from each other. Let's say, for example, people can have a big house, but it's difficult to have a big home. What I mean about that is, I just explained to you about a big house. That's very easy to remember. But a big home means basically where the parents and the kids are, or maybe the grandparents, are always in harmony. And that's amazing because some people say, yeah, it's good to have a big home than a big house, and that is very sounds philosophical, but it's not. It's just what I've just mentioned, that if you have a small house but with a big home, meaning the family are in harmony, then you're better off than having the opposite, like a big house but a small home. Okay, so it's a huge difference between a house and a home. So this book also explains a lot of details about it, but you have to come up with your own explanation. Like I said, it matters. Is also what he says here. In speech, it is good faith that matters. Absolutely agree. Some people talk about, they talk very good. They can be the best speaker in the world, but basically everything that they said, the words are basically useless. I don't want to name names in this video, but you know what I mean, right? One of the best speaker in the world or whatever, and then they lose the faith. The people lose faith in him or her, especially when they make too much big promises that they never kept. That's the problem as well. So, apologies sincerely. I'll try to edit this out of the video. Just something accidentally came to me. My sincere apology. All right, and let's move on. He also says here, in affairs, it is ability that matters as well. And that's a very important, especially when it comes to when you have a relationship. And people always say, yeah, relationship is matter. Yeah, absolutely, because a lot of people cheat around, which is not good. Then why are you marrying then? Then it's better to stay single. Some people want to marry because of the status, or maybe marry for money. Please don't do that. That's the worst thing you can ever do in your life. Even though you get all the money later after divorce, it's not good for the kids, especially. Okay, and it's not only about women, but especially also about guys. Having rich women around you is also not good. Okay, so live life like water is what I want to say. And also, there is one liner in Dr. Wayne Dyer's book. I'm going to read it to you. It's amazing. He wrote here, when you're free to flow as water, you're free to communicate naturally. Information is exchanged and knowledge advances in a way that benefits everyone. Wow. See, it's the same thing what I just mentioned about the speech. There's people that always like to talk, but is it really true that you applied before? I promise you, everything that I tell you, all my videos, I have experienced it until today. And that's why I share with you from the bottom of my heart. And also people that I know, that been through, that I know is sincere, and those story I tell you as well around. And also here, he wrote here, basically in this amazing chapter 8, let me read it to you. Let your thoughts float freely is also true, because all of us has like every day thousands of thoughts repeated every day, from the same day of yesterday and the day before, etc. Those thoughts like what I'm going to eat tonight, what I'm going to eat tomorrow, what I'm going to do during the weekend, my holidays, etc. And the thoughts are repeating everything, and it's not bad, but just don't let your thoughts be you. Like I mentioned in my previous video, it's very important that you distinguish that. Okay. And last but not least, and this is the most crucial one of the whole video that I want to tell you, is the hidden message in water. There's a scientist, a Japanese guy, Masaru Emoto. He also says here, basically, that when you do a water experiment, let's say what he did is an experiment about in water. And you say to a particular, let's say you have here 2 glasses of water, okay, from the same source, etc. But in one glass you label hate, and the other glass you label love. And if you did do this experiment a lot, every day you talk very aggressively hatred things to that one that is the hate, and very lovely to the other one that is called love. By the end of a few days, man, it is true that your projection to that kind of behavior to to the water, the crystal will change its structure. Yes, I know it sounds weird. I'm doing an experiment now with rice, because rice has water as well. And then later, I hope I can share with you the results after. I'll do it a few months so that you can see the real huge difference. I'll post it on the video very soon so they can see that how our body also is 70 plus percentage blood, basically water. And if you say to a person I love you a lot and the other person I hate you, their structure inside of their, if they take it from you literally, will change as well. Okay, so be careful with your words. Words are powerful. Please look at my previous videos that I sent to you, share with you about be careful the words that you use and which word you're gonna use every morning. Okay, good. That is the end of chapter 8 of my own opinion to share with you. Let's go to the next chapter. Bye.